as Gattu and Chinky get ready for school and come out of the room. They smell a wonderful aroma coming from the kitchen.
Wow, it smells so good. Chinky, it looks like Mummy is making a delicious breakfast. Come, let's go and see, Gattu. What Mummy has made.
Gattu and Chinky quickly go to the kitchen and see.
Mummy, what are you making for breakfast? Gattu, there's upma and hot milk for breakfast. What? But Mummy, the upma cannot smell so good. We thought you were making some special breakfast. Chinky, not a special breakfast, but a special lunch box for you guys. Because I have made biryani for your lunch box.
Hearing the name of biryani, Gattu Chinky start jumping with joy.
What? Biryani? Yummy! Then the lunch is going to be so much fun, Mummy. Let me taste it. No, absolutely not. You guys should only open the lunch box during lunch break, not before that. Got it? Okay, Mummy.
Gattu Chinky put their tiffins in their bags. They have breakfast and head to the school. Upon reaching the school, they say to Goody, Hari and Bunty before the class starts.
Friends, Mummy has given us biryani in the tiffin. Yes, it smelled really good in the kitchen this morning. What? Really? Then let's have lunch soon. It'll be so much fun. I won't be able to wait it till the lunch break. Why don't we have lunch in the middle of the class? What? In the middle of class? No, this isn't a good idea. If we get caught, we'll be punished and we'll even get a scolding. But Chinky, maybe this idea isn't that bad. But first and second class are with maths and geography, sir. Gattu and both teachers are very strict. If they caught us, we'll be in trouble. So third class will be perfect, friends. That's Hindi ma'ams. And Ritu ma'ams always teaches us from the front. You are right, Bunty. This will be perfect.
Okay then, plan lunchbox done for third period.
Done!
Then what? All the kids wait impatiently for the third class to start. And as soon as the bell rings for the third class, everyone goes to the last seat and sits in line.
Gattu Chinky, put your bag over here on my seat. I will open the lunchbox first and then serve it to all of you one by one. Okay? Okay.
Some time after the class starts, first thing Bunty does is open the tiffin softly.
Wow, what a smell.
Bunty bends down under the bench and quickly takes a bite. He closes the tiffin. And then he holds the book up to his face and starts eating.
Wow, what a delicious biryani auntie has made. I really enjoyed it. Hey Bunty, you will eat by yourself only. Pass it here too. Yes, take it.
Bunty passes the tiffin to Goody from under the seat.
Oh, biryani. I'll eat it too.
Monty, you. This tiffin isn't for you. Give it back.
Ha 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 ha. But now it is with me. So let me eat it too.
No, this is our tiffin. Give it back.
Okay, then it's fine.
Monty stands up. And showing the tiffin to ma'am, he says,
Ma'am, Gattu Chinky are sitting on the last seat and eating lunch.
Hearing this, Gattu and Chinky become really very scared. And Ritu ma'am angrily says,
What? What is going on in my class? Gattu Chinky, what is this behavior? Come here quickly.
Gattu Chinky go to ma'am very scared.
Sorry, ma'am. What sorry? I am teaching in the class and you are sitting in the back and eating your lunch? This is not going to work. Quickly go and stand outside the class. Sorry, ma'am. It definitely won't happen again. Yes, ma'am. Really sorry. No sorry. It's right that I never scold you all. But that doesn't mean I'll tolerate anything. You will get punished. Quickly go and stand outside the class. And that too with your hands raised.
Gattu Chinky see that all the children are looking at them. Even Bunty, Goody and Hari, who are sitting in the back, are scared. Finally, Gattu and Chinky have to go out of the class. And they go and stand with their hands raised.
How did this all happen, Gattu? My hands are still shaking. This Monty didn't do the right thing. Yes, you are right, Chinky. He framed us. Now when all the children and teachers will pass by and see us standing with our hands raised like this, they will make fun of us. Yes, Chinky. I find this all really very embarrassing.
Gattu and Chinky stand there like this for the entire period with their heads bowed. Just then, the lunch bell rings. And all the children leave the classroom to wash their hands. Ritu ma'am also comes out.
Sorry, ma'am. Can we go in now? No. Let your class teacher, Anju ma'am, come here first. I'll talk to her before leaving. And only then will you two go in. What? Anju ma'am?
Hearing Anju ma'am's name makes both of them even more scared because she was very strict. Just then, Anju ma'am comes there and seeing them standing asks,
What happened? Why are you both standing here like this? What happened, Ritu ma'am? These two were eating their lunch in the middle of the class. That's why I punished them. What? What am I hearing, Gattu Chinky? Lunch in the middle of the class? What behavior is this, Gattu Chinky? Exactly, ma'am. After seeing them, the other children will also do the same. Gattu Chinky, you both have to do double homework today. This is a part of your punishment. And in my subject too. And come inside quickly and give me your diary. I'll write a complaint in it, which you will need your parents to sign. Did you understand? Okay, ma'am.
Then Gattu Chinky go inside and ma'am writes a complaint in their diary. They sit there saddened for the entire lunch period.
Forgive us, Gattu Chinky. We should have confessed in front of ma'am, but we all too had lunch. Yes, Gattu Chinky, sorry. You are the only one stuck. Yes, sorry, Gattu Chinky. We'll help you with your extra homework. No problem, friends. Now that we have been punished, we'll only have to do the entire homework. And anyways, it was my idea also to eat lunch in the class. Gattu, forget this. How will we get mummy to sign? Oh no.
When Gattu and Chinky arrive home after school is over, mummy is already furious.
What happened, mummy? Ma'am had already called me and told me everything. Come on, bring your diaries. Eat your food and get straight to your homework. Okay, mummy.
Gattu Chinky do the same. After a while, they sit down to do their homework. And after seeing all the homework, only one thought comes to their mind. It was evening time. And everyone was getting ready to go to Buaji's house for dinner.
Go, Bingo, get the ball.
Hey Gattu, don't start playing. It's time to go now.
Papa, but mummy isn't ready yet.
What? Chinky, go and call mummy. Maybe she's ready by now.
Okay, Papa.
Chinky quickly goes into mummy's room and sees that mummy is searching for something under the table.
What happened, mummy? Did you lose something? Yes, Chinky. One of my gold earrings just fell down somewhere. Just look. Oh, I'll look right now, mummy.
Chinky bends down and looks under the table and suddenly sees something glittering in a corner.
Oh, maybe it's there.
Chinky reaches in and takes out the earring.
Here you go, mummy. I found your earrings. Oh, thank you so much, dear. Losing the earring would have been a big problem. What? But why so, mummy? Because, dear, these are gold earrings. They are very expensive. Oh, is that so, mummy? That is why they are so beautiful. Yes, dear. Mummy, will you get me a gold earrings too? What? Do you want them too? Yes, mummy. I really like them. Can I also get these precious gold earrings, please?
Okay, Chinky, I'll get you one too. Now let's get ready quickly, otherwise we'll be late.
Okay, Mummy.
Chinky and Mummy quickly come out. And everyone goes to dinner. Mummy thought Chinky would forget about the gold earrings. But the next day,
Hey, Chinky, what are you doing? Mummy, I am putting my pocket money for this week in my piggy bank. I am not going to spend this.
Okay, but why is that, Chinky? Look at Gattu, he even bought snacks for himself.
Yes, but Mummy, I want to buy precious gold earrings from it. You only said that you'll get them for me.
What? Gold earrings?
just then Mummy remembers what she had said.
Chinky, it seems you're very serious about your gold earrings.
Yes, Mummy. So tell me, will this much savings be enough for earrings?
Dear, we'll find that out after breaking the piggy bank, right?
Oh, then I'll break it right away. Okay, Mummy.
Oh, wait, dear. Don't break it right now. Let Papa come first, okay?
Okay, Mummy.
Chinky takes the piggy bank and leaves from there. And Mummy says to herself,
Looks like Chinky's very serious about the gold earrings. Now I'll have to talk to Papa about it.
as soon as Papa comes home in the evening, Mummy says to him,
Listen, I have something important to talk to you about.
Yes, what happened?
Chinky wants gold earrings. I casually told her that we'll buy them for her, but she's gotten serious. Today she was ready to break her piggy bank too.
What? The same piggy bank? In which we are saving for her from a long time?
Yes, that one.
Oh, Chinky never talks about breaking that piggy bank. Looks like she's really serious.
Right.
Alright then. At night after dinner, when everyone was sitting together, Chinky came back with her piggy bank and said to Papa,
No, Bingo, this isn't something to eat. You go and play with Gattu. Papa, did Mummy tell you? Should I break this piggy bank now? Then we can go tomorrow and buy earrings.
Yes, Chinky dear, but breaking this piggy bank won't do anything. We'll have to withdraw more money from the bank to buy gold earrings, and that will take some time. So should we go buy earrings on Sunday?
But Papa, why are these gold earrings so expensive that we'll have to borrow money from the bank for them?
Gattu dear, because gold is a limited resource. That's why it's precious. And its price always fluctuates up and down. That's why you should always think carefully before buying gold.
Oh, but why is the price of gold increasing, Papa?
Look kids, it's like when people feel that their money isn't safe, they go ahead and buy gold. And because of this, there is increase in its demand. That's why its price goes up.
Oh, so Papa, the price of gold is high right now.
No, Chinky, you are lucky because the prices are good right now. We'll go and buy your new earrings on Sunday itself.
Bingo, look, I am going to get new earrings.
Then what? Chinky gets ready and sits down early on Sunday morning. Chinky looks so happy today.
Yes, Papa, I'm unable to wait only.
Just a little longer. Eat breakfast first.
After breakfast, everyone goes to the jewelry shop to buy earrings. Welcome, sir. Welcome, ma'am. Tell me, what would you like to see?
We want to see earrings for me. Gold earrings. Yes, we want the most beautiful gold earrings in the shop.
Okay, dear. All of you just sit here. I will show you the latest designs. Uncle quickly takes out some boxes and shows Gattu, Chinky, Mummy, Papa the designs of gold earrings.
Wow, Mummy, this one is so beautiful.
Yes, beta, it is beautiful. How many grams does it weigh?
Ma'am, this piece weighs 2 grams. That's fine then. Chinky, you are sure then? You like this design, right?
Yes, Papa. Can I please try them also?
Yes, dear. Come here. I will help you wear them and see. Uncle puts the earrings on Chinky. And then she looks in the mirror.
Wow, Chinky, these look absolutely perfect.
It seems Bingo liked it too.
Then it's final. Please pack this.
Chinky, congratulations. These are your first gold earrings.
Thank you, Papa.
Everyone gets really happy. And Chinky returns home carefully, carrying her first gold jewelry box with her.
Mummy, can I safely store this box in the locker in my wardrobe? I will wear it on the special occasions only.
Yes, Chinky, very good. Store it safely in the locker. Then we'll have lunch together.
Chinky stores the box in her locker. And just like that, she purchases her first gold earrings. Gattu and Chinky were sitting in the pet clinic with Bingo. And Bingo was repeatedly insisting on going outside.
Oh no, Bingo. We are not going to go home yet. First, you will get your vaccinations done, only then. Yes, Bingo. So sit over here quietly.
But Bingo wasn't going to listen to anyone. When Gattu and Chinky didn't listen to him, he repeatedly went near the door and then asked Mummy to take him outside.
No, Bingo. Vaccination first.
Just then the door opens and a Didi comes in with her dog. And she sits on the chair opposite to them.
Sheru, very good, Sheru. Now sit here and now we'll go inside for the vaccination. Sit down.
As soon as Didi says this, Sheru sits down. Just then the doctor comes out and seeing Sheru she says,
Oh, hello, Sheru. How are you? Sheru, shake your hands with Dr. Madam.
As soon as Didi says this, her dog even shakes hands with the doctor. Seeing this, Gattu and Chinky are surprised.
Wow, Mummy. Did you see? Didi's dog shook hands with the doctor. As soon as she whistled, her dog came to her and sat down as soon as he was told to.
Yes, kids. That is because they have trained their dogs to do this. If you also train Bingo, then he will learn all this too.
What? Really, Mom? Then it is done. Bingo's training starts today.
After the vaccination, Gattu and Chinky come home with Bingo.
Bingo, listen to me carefully. Today is your training day 1. Okay?
But Bingo doesn't understand anything. The poor thing looks at Gattu and Chinky, getting confused.
Hey Gattu, maybe Bingo won't understand like this. We'll have to explain things to him slowly, one by one. We will start with some basic things first, okay? Okay, Chinky, alright.
Chinky quickly goes to the kitchen and brings a bowl of water and Bingo's favorite dog biscuits. And a ball with it too.
Look, Gattu, I've brought everything. Very good. Come on, let's start then. Bingo, listen to me carefully. When I tell you to stand up, you have to stand up like this. Like this. Stand up. Understand? Now show me. Stand up.
But instead of standing up, Bingo starts spinning in circles.
Oh no. No, Bingo. You are doing rounds. Don't do rounds. Okay? Sit down, Bingo. Sit down. No, Bingo. No biscuit yet. After training, you'll get one. Bingo, come here. Come here. Oh, Chinky, look. He's not listening to anything. How will we be able to train him like this? Gattu, why are you getting so angry? We will have to be patient. When we don't understand a math problem, our maths teacher also explains it to us 3-4 times in a different way. We should also do the same. Look.
Chinky takes a biscuit out of the packet and then says to Gattu,
Gattu, sit down. What? But why me, Chinky? Oh, just do it, Kattu. Okay. Come on, sit down, Kattu. Very good. Here's your biscuit, Kattu. Yes, Bingo. Now it's your turn. Come on, sit down.
This time Bingo listens and sits down just like Gattu.
Yay! Very good, Bingo. Here's your biscuit. Come on, now sit down, Bingo. Now stand up like Kattu. Yay! Yay! Very good, Bingo. You did a great job. Bingo, now drink water from this bowl. But don't spill it, okay? Then I'll give you a biscuit. Oh no, some water spilled. It's okay, Chinky. You just said we shouldn't get angry and should explain things with love. Wow, Gattu, you understood well, huh?
Gattu and Chinky were training Bingo when their mother called them.
Gattu, Chinky, look, Hari has called. Hari's call? This is perfect timing. I am going to tell him right now that we are giving training to Bingo so he can bring all the friends too. Yes, then we'll all train Bingo together in the park outside.
Gattu calls Hari and other friends on the phone and invites them home for Bingo's training.
Gattu, while the others are coming, why don't we teach Bingo another special thing? A special thing? What is it, Chinky?
Chinky whispers something in Gattu's ear, which makes Gattu very happy.
What are you saying? Parcel service. That's very interesting, Chinky. Yes, but we'll train Bingo for this secretly. Then we'll surprise everyone. Okay, done.
After a while, all the friends arrive. And they all go to the society park outside.
Okay, Bingo. Now you'll have your catch training, okay? You have to catch the ball and bring it back.
Come on, Gattu. I'll throw the ball first.
Huh, why you first, Monty? And by the way, what are you doing here? We only invited our friends here. Chinky, we met Monty on the way and then he came with us forcefully. Huh, will Bingo's training even be completed without me? Here, Bingo, catch this. Then I'll give you this biscuit.
No, Bingo. Go over there to get the ball, not towards me.
But Bingo wasn't going to listen. He starts running after Monty for the biscuit. And seeing this, all the children laugh.
Monty, it would be better if you just give Bingo the biscuit.
Monty gives Bingo the biscuit. But then Gattu says,
Come on, now it's time for serious training. Bingo, you have to catch this stick and bring it back, okay? Bingo, go, catch! Oh God, no Bingo, come back! Get to Chinky, training Bingo is not going to be that easy. Huh, you are right, Bunty. But we won't give up either. Gattu, Chinky, it seems like that's enough for today. You are right. Now we should go home. Right, Bingo? Let's go home. Okay, let's go home.
Gattu and Chinky come home. At night, when their father comes home, their mother tells him about the training. Oh wow, training? That's really great. So Gattu, Chinky, how was the first day?
Very tiring, Dad. But we have something to show you both. Yes, Bingo's secret trick.
Secret trick? What is it?
Parcel training.
Mummy and Papa look at Gattu and Chinky, confused.
Bingo, come here. Bingo, go. Deliver this remote to Mummy.
Wow!
Very good, Bingo. Gattu, Chinky, You two have done a wonderful job.
Training day 1 wasn't bad after all.
All the children were sitting at Gattu Chinke's house.
Friends, today is such a boring day. I can't even figure out what we should play. At home, I was getting so bored that I finished all my homework in a one go. That's amazing, Hari. You finished your homework before all of us could do it.
Yes, if that's the case, then you should get bored every day. Hurry.
But then Bunty says,
Friends, seriously, tell me what should we play?
We have been sitting like this for past half an hour.
Yes, Bunty, you're right. Come on, let's go to the park and play hide and seek. No, let's play tag.
Hey friends, forget all these old games. Today let's play Truth and Dare.
What? Truth and Dare? Gattu, this sounds really interesting. Come on, let's play that. But we'll be needing a bottle, right, to spin? Then whoever the bottle's head points to will ask them a truth or a dare question. Wait. I'll go and get an empty water bottle from the kitchen.
Chinky goes to the kitchen and brings a bottle.
Okay then, let's start the game. Let's go.
All the children sit down in a circle. And Gattu is about to spin the bottle when suddenly
Oh, who's here now?
Gattu sees that Monty is standing at the door.
You, here?
Just then Mummy comes out of the kitchen.
Oh, come in, Monty dear. Hello, Auntie. Actually, my mother sent this magazine for you. You wanted it, right? Yes, thank you. You also sit with other kids? I'll bring some juice and snacks. Thank you, Auntie.
Mummy goes into the kitchen and Monty comes and sits with Gattu.
Is this Monty going to play with us too?
No, we won't let him play Truth and Dare, friends. Huh? If you guys don't let me play, then I am going to complain to Auntie.
Hey Gattu, let him play. Then we'll give him some funny dare. It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, Monty, you can play.
Finally, the game starts and Gattu spins the bottle. The bottle spins rapidly and then it stops pointing towards Goody.
Although I'm not afraid of dares, Gattu, but right now I feel like choosing truth. Oh, truth! So what should we ask Goody, Gattu?
Everyone starts thinking.
Favorite movie?
No, Gattu.
Okay, fine. Goody, tell me. If you had to eat food of only one color for the rest of your life, what color would it be and why?
If that happens, then I'll choose the brown color. Huh? But why is that, Goody? You see, Chinky, so many tasty food items are in brown color, like pizza, burger, chocolate milkshake, and so
Cold
many
coffee,
other chocolatey
chocolate
things.
cakes.
And so many other chocolatey things, Chinky.
Goody, you are really smart. You chose the best color.
Thank you. Come on, let's spin the bottle again.
And the bottle spins for some time and stops at Hari.
Oh wow, I'll take the dare. Because I'm not afraid of anyone.
Okay, Hari. Now you'll definitely start feeling scared. But why, Gattu? What dare are you going to give me, Gattu?
Bunty will tell you that, Hari. Hari, you have to stand in the center of the circle and make your funniest monkey expression and make us all laugh. And you can't stop doing that until we all start to laugh.
What? This is a little tough.
That's why it's a dare, Hari. Come on, hurry up.
Hari quickly comes to the center of the circle and starts making funny faces and acting like a monkey. All the children start laughing.
That's enough, Hari. Stop it now. Stop it.
Everyone laughs at Hari's joke. And now it's Gattu's turn.
Yes, it's my turn now. I'll choose truth. Oh, okay, Gattu. Then tell me, is there anything, any truth that you've hid from me? What? Yes. Come on, tell me quickly. It seems I've gotten myself into trouble with this truth or dare game. Well, actually, Chinky, do you remember 3 days ago someone dropped Mom's makeup box and Mom scolded you for it? Yes, I remember. Even though I did not do anything. So did you? Yes, Chinky. I am the one who dropped the box. Sorry. What? I won't let you off the hook, Gattu. I got scolded so much because of you. Chinky, we'll fight later, okay? I am going to deal with you later, Gattu.
Chinky calms down for now. And then Gattu spins the bottle.
Now tell Bunty, what will you choose?
I am not afraid of anything, understood?
I'll choose dare.
Hari quickly says after thinking for a moment.
Yes, Monty, why don't you act like a donkey? What?
A donkey?
Yes, this is perfect. Come on, Monty, show us. You choose dare, you have to do it. Okay.
Monty stands on all his 4 legs like a donkey and starts acting like one. Seeing this, all the children burst into mad laughter.
Monty, you are doing this so well. Very good. Huh? Okay, enough.
It's done.
Let's spin the bottle again.
Monty spins the bottle. And then it's Bunty's turn.
I'll choose truth. Bunty, tell us about your most embarrassing incident that happened in public. Something that nobody knows about.
Bunty thinks for a moment and then answers.
Yes. Once I went to a departmental store with my mom. There was a big candy tower and I accidentally pulled out a candy from the bottom and all the candies fell. Everyone started staring at me and then we got scolded by the store owner. But after I said sorry, he forgave me and even gave me a candy. Wow, so you actually benefited from it. And you got a candy too. Let's spin the bottle again.
Bunty spins the bottle. And it's Chinky's turn.
I'll choose dare only. Wow, so Chinky, I'll give you a dare to act like Mummy when she gets really angry. What? Mummy when she's angry? That's very easy. I'll show you right now. Gattu, you have scattered all your toys again and you haven't done your homework either. Sorry, Mummy. It won't happen again. You say that every time. This time I'm not going to spare you.
All the children were laughing heartily watching Chinky's acting. But Chinky and Gattu didn't know that their mother was watching them from behind.
What's all this going on? Whose acting are you doing, Chinky?
Me? I was just... You were acting like me, aren't you? And all of you were laughing watching her.
You are right, auntie, but I didn't laugh at all. In fact, I was about to come and tell you.
Now everyone will get a punishment.
Hearing this, all the children become completely silent and scared. Suddenly, seeing everyone so frightened,
Why were you all so scared? Now tell me, who did the best acting?
Oh, Mummy. So you were just joking. We were really scared.
everyone laughs together.
Come on. Stop this game for now and everyone eat snacks I am bringing. I have made cheese nuggets.
Yay!
Weekend had arrived. But for Gattu and Chinky, this weekend felt a little too slow. Even Bingo, bored out of his mind, was looking at Gattu and Chinky with the hope that some fun activity would come along. Placing the TV remote on the sofa, Gattu says,
What, Chinky? Every weekend I started feeling the same. TV, cartoons, and a lot of boredom. Yes, I want to do something outdoors. Fresh air, lots of adventure. What do you say, Bingo?
Bingo gets up and starts jumping around, as if to say, come on, let's go somewhere outside. Just then, Papa enters the room. You want adventure? Then how about an idea for a trek?
Seriously, Papa, this idea is absolutely awesome.
Yes, it's the weekend, weather is nice too. Perfect plan. Just then, Mummy also brings tea for Papa from the kitchen.
Hey, wow, tracking plan is being made.
Yes, Mummy, it will be so much fun. Papa, can I invite Monty, Bablu and Pinky also to join us?
Bigger the team is, more the fun. Invite them also.
And Bingo? Can we take Bingo along with us?
Hearing his name, Bingo suddenly looked towards Chinky and Papa, as if he understood everything they were saying.
Of course we can. This time, it won't just be a family outing, but Bingo's day out.
Adventure doesn't just happen on the mountains. It begins with the packing.
Okay, binoculars, towels, snacks, power bank, caps. These binoculars are essential. We might spot a rare bird in the mountains. Wear proper shoes with good grip.
And in no time, all the preparations for the trek were done. The next day, early in the morning, everyone reached a high hill outside the city for trekking. Children, walk in a line and don't go anywhere alone.
Yes, Captain.
The whole team slowly started climbing the mountain in line. A narrow path passing through the rocks and greenery spread nearby. Suddenly, Bingo started running fast after a butterfly.
Hey, Bingo, wait! This is a track, not a race.
It seems like Bingo is the most excited one in the whole group.
But it seemed like Monty wasn't happy that Bingo was with them.
The whole group's attention is being distracted by Bingo running here and there. Not true, Monty. Bingo just makes our happiness double.
Slow down, dear. Be careful.
Thank you, Auntie. I'll be more careful. That's why I'm wearing shoes with a good grip. My speed is exactly like Bingo's. It seems Bingo is saying, follow me.
After walking a little further, everyone sits down to relax. Gattu took a sandwich out of his backpack and said,
Break time. Who all are hungry? Me and Bingo too.
Everyone took out snacks from their backpacks and started eating them. But Monty couldn't find his snack box in his bag.
It seems I've left my snack box at home.
No problem, dear. Eat this sandwich.
Mummy took out a sandwich from her lunchbox and gave it to Monty.
Thank you, Auntie.
After the break, everyone started moving forward on the trek again. Bingo was running even faster after eating the biscuits. But Monty wasn't satisfied with the sandwich, and he was even more hungry.
Hey man, can we find a pizza outlet here? Why not? There's a 5-star hotel ahead. Exclusively for you.
All the kids laughed at Gattu's suggestion, but perhaps Monty was lucky. As he walked a little further, he spotted a small Maggie stall nestled among the dense trees.
This is amazing. A Maggie stall in this deserted area.
My Maggie stall is very famous on this trekking route, brother. Try a plate and see.
Monty quickly finished 2 plates of Maggie, and only then did he breathe a sigh of relief. There were a few other trekkers near the Maggie stall who were overjoyed to see Bingo. And they even tried to play with him.
He's so cute.
This is our Bingo.
He is quite sharp and friendly too. Come, let's take a selfie with him. In a few moments, Bingo had won everyone's hearts and everyone was treating him like a celebrity. After a short break, everyone sets out again, trekking towards the top of the mountain. After a steep climb, there was an amazing view in front. The valley below, clouds soaring in the sky above, and only peace in between.
Wow, what an amazing view. I am looking far down into the valley through my binoculars.
Hey Gattu, I also want to see through my binoculars.
This tracking is really amazing.
Seeing the children's happiness, Papa and Mummy are also very happy.
This solo pic should be perfect. Hey Bingo, move aside. Bingo is completely photobomb.
While Monty's mood was getting spoiled by Bingo's photobombing, the other kids were enjoying his antics. And Bingo himself was enjoying it the most. After spending some time on the top of the mountain, Papa says, "Come on kids, let's go back now. We have to reach down to the base before sunset."
Yes, kids. Come on, let's go back now.
Hearing Papa's words, everyone turns back. Going back down, they take a wrong turn. They realize they have lost their way.
Did we see this place when we arrived? I don't think so.
Looks like we have made a wrong turn. Panic was evident on everyone's faces. But Bingo seemed to sense something and then started moving forward with great confidence.
Looks like Bingo is saying, "Come behind me."
Dogs' instincts are stronger than humans in some things. Come on, let's all just follow behind Bingo only. The whole group was now following Bingo. After walking a little further, they spotted the Maggie stall again among the dense trees. There were other group of trekkers around the stall. And they were all heading downhill. Seeing this, everyone took a sigh of relief.
This is the same Maggie stall. Yes, from here, now we know the way down.
Monty also realized that he had treated Bingo very unfairly the whole day.
Sorry, Bingo, you turned out to be the smartest of us all.
Gattu and Chinky's group joined the rest of the trekkers, and they were continuing downhill itself. By evening, everyone returned to their homes. Their bodies were tired, but their hearts were absolutely cheerful.
Today was a truly wonderful day. Because today was Bingo's day out.
Gattu and Chinky were waiting for the lunch break. And then the bell rang.
Yay, finally it's lunchtime. I was feeling really very hungry. I hope Mom has packed something nice in my tiffin, like fried rice and Manchurian, or maybe burgers. Hey, stop building castle in the air. And come on, let's open our tiffins and see. Then we'll know what Mom has packed for us. That's right, let's open them.
As soon as the children opened their tiffins, they all said together,
No! Chinky, Mom has given us pumpkin curry in our tiffin. Yes, Gattu, I don't like this at all. And my mom has given me okra friends and bottle gourd in my tiffin. I am so bored of eating all this. Yesterday too, Mom gave me the same kind of vegetable. But we have to eat what we've got, Goody. Yes, but I have a very interesting idea, friends. What's it, Chinky? Look, we are all bored of these same old boring tiffins every day, right? Yes, right. So, why don't we all have a special tiffin party on Sunday at the society club? What? Special tiffin? What does that mean, Chinky? Why don't we all select one state each and then bring a special dish from that state? It will be a lot of fun. And by doing this, we can enjoy our lunch too. Wow, Chinky, this sounds very interesting. Special food from different states. Yummy. And we can also come wearing the special dresses of that state. If someone chooses a Punjabi dish, then they will wear Punjabi suit. Yes, Goody, great idea. This will be so much fun. But for this, we'll have to convince our parents. Oh, Goody. If we help Mom in making the tiffin, then she is definitely going to agree.
Yes, you said absolutely right, Gattu.
I have already decided which state's special lunch I am going to bring. Wow, Goody, what did you decide? Punjab. I totally love Punjab and their culture too. Their food is very yummy. If Goody brings Punjabi tiffin, then I'll bring Rajasthani food. Yummy, yummy.
Okay then, I will bring Bengali food.
Nice idea, Hari. But Gattu and Chinky, you guys tell us what you are going to bring. We haven't thought about it yet. Chinky, why don't we go home and ask Mom? Yes, this will be perfect, Gattu.
Then what? Gattu Chinky went home and told their mother everything.
Okay, Gattu Chinky. So all your friends have decided to do this.
Yes, Mummy, and we are unable to decide which state's food we will bring in our tiffin.
Kids, you can bring Punjabi food. Delicious chole bhature and lassi.
No, Mom. Goody is bringing that.
Oh, then yes. What about Bengali food?
No, Mummy. Hari is bringing that.
Oh, okay. Then how about Gujarati food?
Oh, yes, Mummy. That's a great idea. Nobody is bringing Gujarati food. But, Mummy, what will we make in Gujarati food? And what will we wear?
Just wait and see, kids. I'll tell you that in the evening.
But, Mummy, we also want to help you make something in the lunch. So you'll have to tell us what we are going to make.
Okay, kids. Then you both can also help me, okay?
Okay, done.
Then what? Sunday arrives. And Gattu and Chinky start helping their mother in the kitchen. In a little while, the food is ready.
Come on, kids. This is ready. Now I'll get you both ready quickly. Otherwise, you will be late. And yes, take Bingo with you too.
Okay,
Mummy.
Mummy.
After getting ready in a while, Gattu, Chinky and all their friends reach the society club.
Come on, friends. One by one. Tell us about your tiffin and your dress. Okay. We've brought Gujarati special undiyu and dhokla. And with this, I am wearing Gujarati chaniya choli. And I am wearing kediyo chorno. Look, friends, Bingo is also wearing a garba cap. Mom made him wear it. Look, now we all look completely Gujarati. Come on, now it's my turn. Look, friends, I have brought Punjabi special chole bhature with butter and I am wearing Punjabi suit. Yay! Very nice, Goody. Now next, Hari, you show.
And friends, look. I have made this Bengali recipe
Shukto and rice.
with my mom. And I am wearing this white dhoti and kurta with a stole.
Yay! Hari, you are looking really great. Completely Bengali. Now my turn.
Now Bunty also walks in.
I have brought Rajasthan special Darbati churma. And I am wearing Angra ka kurta and dhoti. Yay! We all look great, friends. Yes, you're right, Gattu. And now that everyone has shown their dresses and lunch boxes, let's start eating.
But then a voice comes from behind. It was none other than Monty.
Stop! Dawn's entry is still pending.
All the children turn around and see and are surprised.
Ayyo, I am Monty Anna and I have brought Tamil Nadu special masala dosa and idli sambar.
All the children are surprised to see Monty.
Monty, you here?
I overheard your entire plan at school. That's when I decided that I would be the one to be a special guest at your party.
But we didn't invite you only.
I don't need an invitation. I knew you guys wouldn't be able to enjoy the party without me.
But never mind, Gattu. Now that Monty is here, what can we do? Come on, let's start the party. I am very hungry. And look, all this authentic food looks so yummy. You are right, Chinky. Let's start.
All the children taste each other's food.
Yummy! These chole bhatures are amazing.
And this idli sambar too.
Then Monty feeds Bingo some dhokla. Bingo is very happy after eating it.
Monty, don't feed Bingo all this. Mom has given a special tiffin for Bingo. Bingo, come here. Yes, come here, Bingo.
What, Gattu Chinky?
Let him eat here only. No, Monty, Bingo's food is different.
Seeing his tiffin box, Bingo runs towards Gattu and Chinky.
Very good, Bingo. I'll show this Bingo now.
Monty goes behind Bingo and takes his hat.
Yay!
Now you won't get this hat, Bingo.
But Bingo was no less than him. He starts pulling Monty's dhoti.
Ow, ow, help, 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 ow, ow.
Seeing Monty and Bingo chasing each other like this, all the children start laughing.
Wow, you were right, Monty. If you hadn't come, we wouldn't have enjoyed so much.
Tell me, how many hens went inside?
5.
You are correct.
Add and multiply farmhouse along with vacation.
Be the maths topper. Become smart. Find link in description
Download Puttun Kid Games
and play along.
only on Play Store.
Sharing is caring. All the children were sitting in the classroom. Just then, the lunch bell rang.
Okay, children, that's all for today. Now you all can ease off and enjoy your lunch.
Yay! Come on, Gattu. Let's quickly go and wash our hands. Let's go, Chinky. I am feeling really hungry. I wonder what Mom has packed for lunch today. We'll only know after we open the lunch box. But this morning, Mom was making something with bread and gram flour. Maybe she made bread pakoras. Wow, yummy. Then let's quickly go and wash our hands.
Gattu, Chinky and all the other children from the class went to wash their hands. But when they came back to the classroom, Chinky's eyes fall on Shreya.
Hey, Gattu. Look, Shreya is sitting alone at the last desk and eating her lunch. What? Who's Shreya, Chinky? Oh, Gattu. Look, that's Shreya, the new student in our class. Oh yes, the new student Shreya. She joined the school only a few days ago. Maybe that's why she hasn't made any friends yet and is sitting alone and eating her lunch. Yes, but she's not even eating her lunch. Look, her tiffin box is empty. Oh yes, you're right, Chinky. Maybe she finished her tiffin before all of us. That's really strange. Never mind, Chinky. Tomorrow we'll invite Shreya to have lunch with us. What say? Is it okay? Yes, okay, Gattu. And look, your guess was right. There are bread pakoras for lunch.
Chinky is also happy to see the lunchbox. And then they both sit together and have lunch. The next day during the lunch break,
Come on, Chinky, let's wash our hands. Yes, let's go.
Gattu and Chinky wash their hands and come back to find Shreya sitting in the last seat again. And her tiffin box was empty.
Hey, Chinky, look, Shreya has finished her tiffin so quickly again. No, Gattu. I think Shreya bought an empty tiffin box. Otherwise, how can anyone finish their tiffin so quickly? Look, all the children have just come back after washing their hands. You are right, Chinky. But why would Shreya bring an empty tiffin box? Come on, Gattu. Let's take our tiffin boxes and go at the last seat to Shreya. Then we can ask her only. Okay, Chinky.
Gattu and Chinky take their tiffin boxes and reach the last seat.
Hello, Shreya. Oh, hi. I am Gattu. And I am Chinky. Hi, Gattu, Chinky. Shreya, your tiffin is completely empty. Did you bring an empty tiffin box from home? Yes, Chinky. Well, something like that. What? That means you bought an empty tiffin box yesterday too? Yes. Actually, my father lives in another city because of his work. And my mother's office transferred her here a few days ago. Because of her work, she also leaves for the office early in the morning. And I don't want to trouble her because of the tiffin. That is why I have told her that I've made a best friend at school who brings a tiffin box for me every day. But in reality, there's nothing like that because so far I haven't been able to make a single friend in class. And if I just sat alone during the lunch break, everyone would think I was strange. So I started bringing this empty tiffin box with me.
After hearing Shreya's story, Gattu and Chinky felt very sad for her. Chinky quickly said,
Shreya, you said completely wrong that you don't have any friends in class because now Gattu and I are your best friends. And for now, come on, we can share our tiffin together. Yes, and we'll ask Mom to give us an extra tiffin from tomorrow, especially for you. What? Really, Gattu and Chinky? Yes, but let's leave that all. Come on, let's all sit down and have lunch before our lunch gets over. Okay, alright, Chinky.
The three of them sit down together and Gattu and Chinky open their tiffin boxes. Today, Mom had packed potato parathas and pickle.
Wow, my favorite aloo parathas. And mango pickle. Shreya, do you like this? Yes, Chinky, this is my favorite too. Oh wow, then let's eat them.
They tell their mummy.
Mummy. Mom, listen.
Yes, children. What happened? Tell me.
Mom, will you give us an extra tiffin box from tomorrow?
What? But why, children? Why an extra tiffin box?
Well, Mom, what happened was...
And Gattu Chinky told their mother everything.
And that's why we shared our tiffin with Shreya.
Very good, children. And from tomorrow, I'll put an extra tiffin box in both of your bags.
Yay! Thank you, Mom. And you know, she really liked your aloo ka parathas. She was praising them a lot.
Thank you, children. And say thank you to Shreya too. Okay, now go, freshen up and sit down to complete your homework.
Okay, Mommy.
The next day, Gattu and Chinky go to school carrying an extra tiffin box. When they sit down to have lunch with Shreya, then...
Shreya, here you go. Mom has sent an extra tiffin box for you. Come on. Now guess what's inside? Aloo parathas? No. Then sandwiches? Not that either. Then what is it, Gattu? Please tell me. Today Mom has sent fried rice for us in this. Oh wow! Fried rice? Yes! Let's eat then. We are here too. Come on friends, let's have lunch together. One thing is true. Mom and the teachers are right. Sharing is caring. It is so much fun to have lunch together. And Gattu, sitting together and having lunch means we get to eat so much variety of yummy food too.